When you started the Daily Show, that was like the early stages.
1946.
It was the beginning of the show. Yeah, okay. So and that, I mean, Jon Stewart and you guys were,
I think it
was 97. Yeah,
and we started at a studio without an audience.
Really? Wow.
It wasn't Jon Stewart. It was Greg Kilborn.
Right.
Yeah.
How long did he do it for?
Long enough to give me a headache. Wow. I mean, he was whatever. He didn't know the jokes.
Really?
I'm sitting there going, really? I didn't get the gig? He did not. The whole idea was just to have some sort of a kind of, that vanilla-y, kind of guy who, looked like the people on
Supposed to look
news
like
and
the
stuff.
anchor, yeah.
Well, God in heaven.
Oh, I guess he did that.
You just didn't,
Well, they replaced him with, I mean, Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
He's still out here doing it to this day.
Yeah. But then again, to give you an idea of, me, I was like, I'm on the show, okay? Could you just do a fake audition? Just pretend that to pretend that, give me a shot at it. Mm-hmm. You're going to pick Jon Stewart. But, I've already been on the show a while. Couldn't you just pretend to do that? I mean, both times. And then when John left, it was like, let me sit in the seat. You don't even have to be, you're not going to hire me. Just put a camera in front of me.
Oh, it should have been you. That would have been much,
show.
A little bit different for sure.
I think by the end of, especially at that point in my life, the set would have been destroyed within a year. What? I'd throw the chair. But I mean, John did it. I mean, John's job, he did a hell of a job. I mean, he really managed it. It's so kind of a micromanager, and that can be a pain in the ass. But he was really brilliant at it.
Yeah, I mean, you were able to just come in though and just drop bombs and then cut out.
Yeah, it was a pretty good gig.
Yeah, I would say so.
It still is a good gig.
Yeah,
and being involved with something like that, do you ever, not an out-of-body experience, but do you ever like separate yourself and realize like, change the world is dramatic, but like for my generation, for me at least, like it changed the way I consumed news.
Totally. I mean, the Daily Show, what you guys do with the Daily Show is absolutely, inflection point of society or something where it left an impact for sure.
I'd never seen something like that where it was like, oh, I didn't even know you could make fun of those people. I didn't know you could like point out the stupid shit they say. And again, maybe maybe it was happening before then, but that I was at the age where that's where I started realizing.
Well, exactly. Well, Carlin did it. I mean, Lenny Bruce did it. Mort Saul did it. There was a whole bunch of guys. This guy, Mark Russell, this comic that a lot of people don't know, would sit at a piano in Washington D.C. and sing these really funny songs about these idiots, and then and then do the commentary. So it was always kind of present in the air. There's a magazine called The Realist, which you should look up because it's really that was my Daily Show. It was like, holy fuck! And I was so glad my parents didn't find this. It was like worse in a way than that if I had Playboy under my bed. It was. They had he had a thing. He had a guy who did a portrait of all of the Disney characters, right? But doing the filthiest things you can imagine. But it looks like when you're looking at, I've got it at home. I got it in color. Because you could get it in color.
It blown up.
I had to leave it. I did it after I got out of my parents' house because they couldn't handle it. But it was just this spectacular array. Like Mickey Mouse is shooting up, and Goofy's getting a blowjob from Daisy Duck. I mean, it's like bizarre. And Dumbo's flying and shitting on everybody. But when you're looking at it initially, you go, oh, fuck. And so that kind of stuff. And I do think that it had an effect. And I think it not only did that, I think it also, I didn't realize that it had the effect you said. It also had the effect of being able to step away from all the bullshit that went on all day and go, oh, this is ridiculous. Right. These people are idiots.
Yeah. Well, no, I think that's also, it made me realize that everyone's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't think I realized that. You see someone on TV, you see someone in a suit in front of a podium, giving a speech. Well, they have to be smart.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh wait, they're actually the dumbest motherfuckers out here.
Yeah. I mean,
and you guys exposed that, you know?
Even with the, I know, obviously the Carlins and Lenny Bruce's and things like that, but like you guys had the proof. Whereas like they were talking on stage.
Here's the
Like,
video.
maybe they actually said that. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Because like, here it is. Look how fucking dumb this is.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
And it's why in my act, I actually, if I've got something that I think is really crazy, I have it. I cut it out of the paper and I stand there and go,
Here it is.
Yeah.
And so
That's
shut
great.
the fuck up. I'm not going to listen to you whining about this.
I think whether it was intentional or unintentional, you opened the door for, I guess, people like myself to just be like, shut the fuck up and fuck you. And I think the world needed that.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe we've gone too far with that now. I don't know. But at that point in time, we needed it.
I think it's great amongst us.
Yeah.
When it bled into these politicians, no, you don't get to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
right.
you don't.
Yeah.
You have
We're
to,
the
you have to
dummies.
show-
You have to have decorum.
You have to have decorum.
Yeah.
We're allowed to do this, so kiss my dick.
Amen, brother. All right. So the special is out. May 2nd.
May 2nd, and I will be on. I'm going to host the Daily Show for 2 days.
Oh, cool.
Maybe 4.
There you go.
Wow, you lucky duck.
Well, don't go crazy.
Why would they do that? You know.
It could be down to 8 minutes. but they're letting all of the those of us who work there's the correspondents
Cool.
sit in the chair. So Roy Wood did it this week.
Oh,
Yeah,
great,
last
great,
week.
great.
So now, and I, of course, went nuts because when they started doing the guest host, I was going, you have to start with us.
Yeah.
Okay? Those people should be on a line, you fucking idiot. It just really enrages me. Just show some courtesy.
Again, it's not hard, you know.
It isn't
Really
hard.
not
at all.
hard.
It's just a little. Or lie.
Right.
Make up some bullshit why you can't use this. Please, how tough is it?
You're the best, man. Thank you so much. We
Well, it was
appreciate it.